Hi, today I would like to talk about Hong Kong gangster film, which represents a dynamic and influential category within both Hong Kong cinema and the global film industry, famous for their exploration of themes such as honor, loyalty, and survival against the background of the city's unique socio-political landscape. They have evolved significantly from their early influences in the 1970s, drawing inspiration from American gangster narratives and integrating elements of local culture, social issues, and politics to create a distinctive film category. Hong Kong gangster film became successful because, to some extent, these films fulfill the audience's underlying expectation and align with the cultural trends of different times. With the change of cultural background across different times, the spirit expressed by gangster film has also correspondingly shifted and evolved. So, in today's presentation, I will talk about the influence of social culture on Hong Kong gangster film. There is a significant interactive relationship between films and social culture. Hong Kong gangster film have been deeply shaped by the city's historical background and social culture. Therefore, these films are not just a source of entertainment, but also a way to explore and understand Hong Kong's social culture. Due to its political history, Hong Kong's culture has a unique blend of Chinese and Western influences. Although it was under colonial rule in its pre-modern history, Chinese culture has still played a significant role in shaping the region, and traditional Xia culture is deeply rooted in Hong Kong's culture. Since the birth of Hong Kong gangster film, the spirits of Xia and brotherhood loyalty have occupied an important position in these films. Many of the charismatic heroes in Hong Kong gangster film sacrificing themselves for righteousness and loyalty, which shows a code of brotherhood. For example, in the film Young and Dangerous, Chen Haonan fulfills the young audience's imagination of a gang boss. Not only did Chen Haonan uphold righteousness, but he was also clever and handsome by resolutely and powerfully handling gang disputes. However, as traditional culture gradually faded from everyday life, modern consciousness started to dominate people's thoughts. That's why entertainment value became an important characteristic of Hong Kong films in recent years. And in recent years, Hong Kong gangster films have started to continuously cover more and more violent scenes of gunfights and explosion to attract audience and capture attention in order to achieve higher box office return. But to a certain extent, containing too many scenes of violence would impact the logical flow of the films and even weaken the depth of the story. Besides the transition from traditional culture to modern entertainment value, let's discuss another culture that significantly influenced Hong Kong gangster film, ruthless culture. Due to Hong Kong's unique historical background of colonial rule, Hong Kong and its people have always been in a state of turmoil and drifting, unable to rely on either the mainland or the colonizer until the handover of Hong Kong in 1997. This political background has given the Hong Kong people a sense of powerlessness and inability to grasp their own destiny and caused them to lose their sense of belonging. Combined with the contradiction and conflict in Hong Kong people's identity, Hong Kong has gradually formed a unique ruthless culture in its environment of drifting and lack of dependence. This ruthless culture can be seen in Hong Kong film as a character lacking connection in both social and family relationships, having a strong desire for self-identity recognition and the pursuit of belonging. In Hong Kong gangster films, a prominent cultural symbol is using brothers or gang leader in the gang to replace elder brother or fathers in the family. The gang leader replaces the authority of parents in providing guidance and control to the youth. With the spirit of loyalty and righteousness, they use more strict and violent methods to replace the constraints of ethics and moral, forming a system with the family concept as its core. This phenomenon of gangsters replacing fathers has demonstrated Hong Kong people's desire for identity recognition from a socio-political perspective as well. An example is introduced in the film The Election, directed by Johnny To in 2005. The initiation ceremony into the Hongmen Brotherhood can be assumed as a representation of traditional culture and identity recognition, because in Chinese traditional culture, an individual's or group's action must come from a reputable source to be supported. The Hong Kong gangs are no exception. In Hong Kong gangster film, the images of these big brothers are a manifestation of inner needs of Hong Kong people, projecting their expectation for strong dependence. And then, with Hong Kong's official return in 1997, the mainland government's influence and culture began to flow into Hong Kong, causing the ruthless culture to begin to change. The ruthless culture gradually developed a consciousness of finding roots, awakening Hong Kong people's sense of belonging and identification with Chinese culture. It was precisely because of this change that the ruthless culture in Hong Kong gangster film became weakened, with less emphasis on brotherhood and less reliance on gangs and leaders. Overall, social culture plays an essential role in the development of Hong Kong gangster films. These films were significantly affected by the social culture of different times, whether the combination of Chinese culture and Western culture or the ruthless culture. And again, these films work as a medium of cultural expression, systematically affects audience cognition, values, and behavior patterns backward. Okay, thank you.